Head into our first and hopefully last pandemic Thanksgiving this week. Here are some headlines from local newspapers in areas that are right now being pummeled by the virus. In North Carolina, people need to know it's real. In Indiana, a rude awakening for business owners attacked by anti-maskers as COVID-19 health pleas go ignored. In Lufkin, Texas, a simple declarative statement, it's real. The people who run these newspapers understand they are battling a potent and insidious disinformation campaign. One that tells people that COVID is a hoax. It's not that bad. Go ahead and get together for Thanksgiving. Everything's fine. And look, the country's quite polarized politically, but there are plenty of things that unite us, right? For instance, we are all of us, really super tired of living in the pandemic. All of us really miss the people that we love. We would all like to have a Thanksgiving with them and get together. And I also think the vast majority of Americans don't want to do things that will hurt the people they love, which is what makes some of the leadership on display right now all the more irresponsible and outrageous. I mean, here's what Texas Senator Ted Cruz posted this weekend. Come and take it, with a picture of a turkey. Do you get it? It's a defiant slogan that Texans borrowed from the Spartans back in 1835, except it's turkey. It's the Thanksgiving resistance, instead of a cannon, which is what's usually on that image. And, you know, if you're, say your 13-year-old libertarian nephew from Texas made that image, you might think kind of clever before rolling your eyes. But this is a United States senator in a state that has already lost more than 21,000 people to coronavirus. And the people of Texas and every other state need sober-minded leaders doing their best to educate people about risk. They need their leaders to be working day and night to deliver the actual monetary federal relief they need instead of trolling like a teenager. And if Ted Cruz actually wants to help the people of Texas, there's a lot to be done. This is a line of cars in Arlington, Texas. These are Ted Cruz's constituents waiting in line for free food because they can't afford to buy it themselves. They could probably use some help staffing that. Or if Senator Cruz really wants to get his Ivy League hands dirty, he can head down to El Paso, where they've pressed inmates from the county detention facility into service, loading the dead bodies of people from Texas into refrigerated mobile morgue trucks for $2 an hour. Perhaps the senator could pitch in there. This is not some lark or some joke or some dumb partisan point-scoring enterprise. This is as real as it gets. And it is truly one of the most shocking developments in this entire sorry episode. To watch the leadership of an entire political faction just joyfully, truculently encouraging actions that are going to get their own supporters sick or kill them. And obviously there's more to this than just symbolism or rhetoric, although getting that right is really important. But also, as I said before, right now local leaders around the country are facing this agonizing choice. Do they allow a bunch of businesses that have managed somehow to survive so far to stay open, or do they shutter them in the interest of public health, knowing that that might be the death blow for those businesses? And the only way out of this torturous decision is more help from the federal government, where Ted Cruz serves.